ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. A very good morning to all of you. It's a privilege for me as Commissioner of Police Bengaluru to be welcoming this. Our purpose here is to understand the concerns of our valued IT and BT industries and other sectors from policing perspective and forge a stronger collaboration between the police department and these vital sectors. Bengaluru is often referred as the Silicon Valley of India. Now it is the startup capital also of India. It stands as a testament to innovation, technology and progress. The IT-BT industries are the pillars of this remarkable growth story. However, the progress also comes the challenge of adapting to change, and one pressing issue we often face is that of policing, safety and traffic management. Besides, the growing threat of cyber crimes, cyber security, and also the menace of drugs is also major area of concern for all of us. Today's meeting will be a testament to our shared commitment to finding solutions to these challenges. Your insights are invaluable and they will provide a ground level perspective that will aid us in refining our strategies and policies. Traffic congestion, road safety and effective policing, these are all areas where our interests intersect. Our city's infrastructure and resources are strained, and we acknowledge that this affects your daily operations and the quality of life of all citizens of Bangalore. By addressing these issues together, we not only enhance the business environment, but also contribute to the overall well-being of our community. Furthermore, we are aware that you are all proactively supporting the concept of corporate social responsibility. As responsible corporate citizens, your commitment goes beyond profit margins. It extends to making a tangible difference in the lives of those we serve. We invite you to consider partnering with us through CSR initiatives that will not only address policing and traffic management challenges, but also foster a sense of belonging and shared responsibility among our citizens. The success of our collaboration hinges on open dialogue and active participation. Let us collectively brainstorm and find solutions, share innovative ideas and develop strategies that benefit all of us. Our shared goal is a safer, more accessible, inclusive and thriving Bangalore. With this as the background, today's Techfusion Sunrise Summit 2023. This is actually the brainchild of our Hon'ble Home Minister. In fact, when he took over as the Home Minister for the third time in this government, he has already been our Home Minister in the past the previous regime and also in the coalition government. And this is the third time he is assuming the charge of Home Minister. And he knows the department very well. He knows the concerns of the department very well, and also the concerns of Bangalore city and its citizens. When he took over, he wanted to have a meeting, interaction with the IT and BT heads, and he had requested to organize such an event. In fact, it is our thing that inefficiency that we could not arrange it in a short span. It took some time for us to settle down and organize this event. In fact, yesterday because of the ban, we were concerned whether today's event will be held or not. Honorable Home Minister was also concerned whether to be able to go ahead or not. So with his insight and with his forethought, this event is made today, and he has personally come here to attend and listen to all of you. On behalf of the police department and the city police, as well as all of you who have assembled, I warmly welcome our Honorable Home Minister, DG Parameshwara, to this interactive session. I request DG IGP Mr. Alok Mohan to offer a bouquet and warmly welcome. Dr. Alok Mohan is the head of police force of Karnataka. He has taken charge in the month of May, and since then he has been driving the state police department, and with his long years of experience he has been guiding us, and at every step he has been our motivation. Today he has also come here to attend this meeting and share his thoughts. I warmly welcome Dr. Alok Mohan and request Dayananda to offer the bouquet.
Go, wait. Not
Sri Kamalpur, the present DGP training, and also DGP Fire Force, Fire and Emergency Services, Home Guards and Civil Defense. He was also the Common Police Commissioner of Bangalore. Knows the city very well, knows the issues and concerns of the city very well. In fact, he has been very proactively attending to the issues of the public and highly accessible when he was the Commissioner of Police. He has also come here on our invitation. In fact, at short notice also. I warmly welcome him and request Satish Kumar, our Action Chief Guest, to offer a floral bouquet in my kitchen. Shri Pratap Reddy, presently DGP Internal Secretary Division. He was also the former Commissioner of Bangalore City, and in fact he was also heading the NASCOM previously, I think 2009-11. He was with the NASCOM. So many of you may be knowing, but he knows the industry very well. In fact, his insights, his ideas and vision will be very helpful in training the future force for this tech summit. I warmly welcome Shri Pratap Reddy and request Dayananda to offer a floral bouquet. On this occasion, I would like to warmly welcome Ekul Kaur, Principal Secretary, IT and BT from Karnataka. In fact, with one phone call, she very warmly accepted our invitation and she has been here. And I think the government of Karnataka's plans, ideas and roadmap, she will be going better regarding the industries. So I warmly welcome Ekul Kaur for this event and request Dayananda to offer them. Besides, the event has been made possible only because of the presence of all of you who have come in large numbers at our request and invitation. I welcome each one of you for this event. It will be difficult for me to take the names of each one of you, but all of you have made this event possible. I warmly welcome all of you And most importantly, the last one, regional headmaster is here, and all his colleagues and members of ORCA, members of EXITA, members of DTF, each one of you are warmly welcome. And let us start the Techfusion Summit-2023, and hopefully, as the Honorable Mr. desires, this can be the annual feature wherein every year we conduct this event and interact with all of you and take forward the shared goals what I was highlighted. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much for doing the honor, sir. May I please request Sri Raman Gupta, sir, to kindly welcome Sri B. Dayananda florally as well. An initiative for a safer, better and smarter Bengaluru, like he rightly mentioned. Ide ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ರಂಗದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಿತ್ರರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ತಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಅದೇ ತರ ಸಹಕಾರ ಯಾವುದು ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬಾ ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಇದೇ ತರ ಮುಂದುವರಿಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. May I now please request Honorable DGP and IGP Karnataka, Dr. Alok Mohan, to address the gathering and take us through the event further.
I am extremely happy that Bangalore City Police has organized for the first time a Techfusion Summit where all the leaders of the IT and BT in Bangalore, they are here. I am very sure that a good collaboration and cooperation between the industry, especially the IT sector, which is Bangalore is famous for, and the Bangalore City Police and Karnataka Police will definitely bring good name to the city of Bangalore for the safety and security that it provides to everybody. I must tell you that Karnataka State Police is one of the most liked police forces in the country. We are one of the best in terms of almost every parameter that the policing is required for. Bangalore is the capital of Karnataka and it's an international city. So policing in Bangalore also has to be of that quality. I would like to emphasize that any economic prosperity can come only when there is a umbrella of safety and security. Good governance, one of the most important parameter is a proper security environment, a secure environment around, and good business will flourish only if people feel around the world that the city is safe to come and do the business. And I am very sure our Bangalore City Police is able to provide a very safe and secure environment. But as the technology advances, new modern techniques are there, management techniques are there. So we are also absolutely every time taking care and ensuring that we also apply in police the modern management techniques, all the new technology which is coming. I am very sure that all of you must be aware of many of the measures that we have taken in the state and in the city of Bangalore. Especially to improve the policing. Some of them which I would like to emphasize again is that we are using technology in almost all the fields. Most of our cameras, we have got more than 7,000 cameras in the city monitoring the traffic and the crime. And many of them are also integrated with the AI technology. So I am very sure that with the cooperation with all of you, we will take it forward. At the least the technology which is very much in the blood of Bangalore should be also part of the policing in the state as such and in the city as especially in particular. You must be aware of the safety islands that we have brought into certain places in Bangalore city wherein any citizen can press a button and directly our police control room and the command center gets activated and immediately the rescue or whatever help is required that is provided. We are also putting a lot of emphasis on the social media monitoring. Social media is a double-edged weapon. It can be used, misused, and unfortunately, misuse is also quite common around the world. It's not only in Bangalore or in Karnataka or in India as such. Karnataka police is perhaps the only police force in the whole country wherein we are empowering each of the police stations with the social media monitoring cells. So we are going to monitor social media mischief on a continuous basis at the micro level as such. And definitely the help of the IT sector will be extremely welcome in that. Technology is rapidly changing every moment, every day something new is coming up. So we would like that if you help us, we will be able to give you a better policing. At the end of it, so far as the police is concerned, we are meant for society. And if you help us, we will be able to serve you better. Then other important issues which we are perhaps trying to improve upon is fake news, which is very much common nowadays. Every alternate day you find one video of 2016 circulating in the social media as if something is happening right now. So we are trying our best to identify such wrong news or the fake news and to tell the public that what is the fact of that. Again, here technology is a very big challenge for us. So if any one of you, since all tech companies are also having a lot of technology which will be useful to us, so you can offer us so that we can serve you again in a better way. Then cybercrime. Now with the rise of use of virtual world for everything from the financial transactions to every other activity where citizens interact, cyber crimes are increasing day by day. And we had started with one police station in the whole state in 2003 in our state CID. First cyber crime station in the country, not only in our country, in the Asia. It was opened in CID. That time even from Germany, the interior minister, he came to see our cyber crime station. From there we have gradually gone ahead with cyber crime station in every district. Since the crimes were increasing, now we realized that each of those stations were registering to the tune of 5,000 to 10,000 cases every year, which is impossible for one station to investigate. Now we have decentralized it further, since cyber crimes are going to increase as the days come forward. Now each and every station in every police station in Karnataka state is registering the cyber crime station. I think it should be useful to all of you. Any citizen can go to any of the station and get the cybercrime case registered. And we are trying to empower each and every policeman in Karnataka to be able to investigate cybercrime cases. Then our quality of policing is more and more data driven. We are collecting more and more information digitally and trying to analyze and to be more proactive and more timely in our response to that. We are also having a feedback mechanism now, which is a very, very important thing, since for anything, whatever services we are offering to the people, we need to have feedback. We need to know how good we are. Telling ourselves that we are extremely good makes no sense till people tell us that yes, we are good. So we have come out with a new measure in the last few months, wherein there will be a feedback from each and every person who visits the police station. You will be extremely happy that our officers, senior officers, when they visit the stations, they will take up the complaint register. They will see the people who have come to the police stations. Randomly, they will call few of the people who visited the station and ask them how was the quality of policing. You will be happy that our Home Minister, few weeks back, he was in Hon'ble. He visited one of the police stations. He sat there. 4 or 5 complainants he himself rang up to ask how was the quality of policing. And you will be very happy that responses were very good. Everybody who that our Honorable Home Minister spoke, they were very appreciative of the policing approach or whatever they got from the police. There will be always 10% deviations here and there, but we are constantly in the process of improving our police response or whatever police initiative is there. I am very sure with the partnership with the IT companies in Bangalore, we should be able to come out with a world-class secure environment, which will be good for your business also. More and more business will come to Bangalore. And together we can make Bangalore still more prosperous. Karnataka is state one of the prime places in the country and in the world as such. So thank you very much for coming here. And as the Commissioner of Police has suggested, let us make it an annual event. Annual in a formal way, but in an informal way. Any day you want to visit any one of us, you have got any of the ideas, you please feel free to visit me, to my commissioner, to any of the deputy commissioners in Bangalore city, any station. You can write to us, you can talk to us, and you can share your ideas. We are always there for you, to listen to you, to take your suggestions and to take it forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, sir. With the advancement of technology, of course, they say it can be a bane sometimes, but otherwise majorly a boon. And having said that, sir, I kudos to the police department for such initiatives. And having said that, this morning, like everybody has mentioned, is about interactions that each one of you would be having with the Honorable Home Minister and the Police Department as to how the collaboration would ensure a safer, better Bengaluru for all of us. And may I now have the pleasure of requesting our Honorable Home Minister, Government of Karnataka.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. First of all, I would like to thank all of you taking time out and under trouble in this traffic and so many other issues of yours, personal issues, whatever, and coming here and participating in this first time ever event which police has organized. Our Principal Secretary of the ITBT Department, Government of Karnataka, Srimati Ekrup Kaur, our DG and IG of Karnataka Police, Dr. Alok Mohan, and our another DG Fire Services and also Training, Recruitment, Dr. Kamal Pant, another DG who looks after the ISD, Dr. Pratap Reddy, and our wonderful Commissioner, Shri Dayananda, and some of the senior police officers who are present here, and all the heads of the ITBT companies, and especially so many women leaders. It encourages to give you more, not 33%, maybe even 50%. So, this is the first time we in the government thought that the police and the industry in general, and particularly ITBT, should interact together. And I had a discussion with our DG and the Commissioner, all the senior officers, what is happening on that side of the town, that is the IT sector, where majority of the IT industries are there, the Whitefield and the Ring Road and all that. So while discussing, we thought that it's better we meet them. It's better we interact with them, try and find out what are their problems. Not necessarily only traffic. Traffic is world known, everybody knows in the world Bangalore traffic. But we thought we'll try to get some solutions from them and resolve some of these issues, not necessarily only traffic, but also so many other issues. So that is why our Dayananda, the Commissioner, organizing this event today. And I want you to give us the feedback, how we can improve the the police services in Bangalore city and of course in the state. As already mentioned by our DG, we are one of the best police in the country. Many of you may not know or may have experienced also outside the Karnataka, outside Bangalore, be it other states, I don't want to name them. But we are better off. We are better organized, better skilled, and I am sure you are mentioning, the cadre which serving you in the state. Yesterday I was with the Chief Minister in one of the passing out parade in Mysore. You may be wondering how the police force is improving in its recruitment. Out of 20 officers passed out, 13 of them were postgraduates, and 7 of them were BE graduates, 1 MBBS, and 5 of them MBAs. So you can imagine the type of personnel in the police department who are serving you. Last time, before last time, because this is the 3rd time I am becoming the Home Minister, and every time I see there is an improvement. An ordinary constable, we recruit approximately 10 to 15,000 police every year. If you look at their background, most of them are postgraduates, ordinary constable. If you see them on the street, you may not know that he is a postgraduate. But nowadays, Bangalore police or Karnataka police, have a better educated, understandable cop who is serving you. So that is why I said Karnataka police is one of the best police in the country. Now coming to some of the problems which we feel that you are facing is of course is also our serious problems. One is of course traffic. I want you to understand the number of vehicles we guys are using. More than 70-80 lakh four-wheelers in the state and in the Bangalore city. How can you expect the better of the traffic movement? Something has to be done. We are also working on that, and we want you guys to also give some suggestions. And then we have recently taking so seriously about the cyber crimes. As DG mentioned, we are the first to start a cyber station in the country, in Asia. Everybody is wondering why so many cases are registered. Now we have made every police station a cyber police station. Every police station, they can register a case and then transfer it to the main cyber station. Because of that, the number of cases have gone up. Of course, the crime also has gone up. Now, how do we resolve these things? This is a big question. So that is where we want you to help us. So that is one of the major things which we are facing. Another important is drug menace. Bangalore is highly controlled. Highly controlled. Let me honestly tell you, it's highly controlled. I took some sort of a oath last time when I was second time Home Minister. I promised the legislature, I said we will not allow Bangalore to happen something like Urta Punjab. There was an article at that point of time that Punjab is becoming a bigger center for drugs and so on. And Bangalore would become like something like Urta Punjab and all that. So there were accusations from the other side of our friends in the legislature. I promised them, I said, look, we will never happen, allow that to happen. So we are controlling the drug menace in a big way. And our commissioner, our DG, they're all committed. Many of the officers are committed. The other day went to Isaac and got some 1,500 kilos of ganja, which was worth about 12 crores or something. So in just 3 months' time, we were able to, I think, what was the amount totally? 120 crores or something?
Yes.
Somewhere around 120 crores of worth of drugs we have able to catch. So this is the kind of, seriousness we have in the, controlling the drugs. And we want you also guys to help us, because that area, the IT industry area, also is prone for this drugs. So I need your help. Again, another challenge we are facing now is the fake news. As DG said, somewhere in Pakistan, that photograph is taken somewhere in Pakistan and posted as if it has happened just yesterday. So how do we find out? Somebody who's posting, we don't know. That guy is posting somewhere in Middle East. We don't know the location, we don't know the person. So all these things are, a challenge for us. And now, Government of Karnataka, we along with the IT department, we are coming out with laws, new laws to handle this. And some mischievous postings on many of you, many of us in the government, Chief Minister, Home Minister, all this is happening. So these things also have to be somehow controlled, by law and also by the police. So these are all the challenges. If you look at the facilities we have, we are one of the best police department to use technology. Technology in police department, it is not easy, because we need personnel to handle it, you need people to handle it, you need system to facilitate. So all this we are able to do step by step. And thanks to Infosys, they gave us some good support. Thanks to Dr. Sudhamurthy, she gave us some fund in establishing the first cyber police station, and also facilities there at the CID. We also have one of the best FSL, Forensic Science Laboratory. Just 2 days back I went and saw. This was always my dream. The Gujarat has established a cyber university. They have established a cyber center. They also established a wonderful training center. People from all over the world, they come and get the training, maybe from FBI, maybe from CIA, or maybe MI5. So all those people are coming and getting training from these people in Gujarat. So I had a dream to establish something similar, facilities in Bangalore, because you guys are here. The ITBT is here, so that we can collaboratively establish something similar to that. But anyway, we have started, and it's one of the best forensic science laboratory we have. I remember a few years back we used to send samples for a DNA assessment to Hyderabad. And that used to take 6 months, 1 year, something like that. But now we have established a laboratory where we can identify a DNA in just about a month's time, or even less than that. So in Bangalore. So these are all the facilities we have in the police department. You just don't think that, okay, you see a cop on the street, look at the background, what is happening in the police department. So that is why this interaction we have organized. We want you to help us to build a friendly police. I always have this concept of Janasnehi police. Police should become a friendly person, a friendly brother, friendly sister, whatever. I took our delegation to Germany, Munich particularly, Bavarian police, just to see how they are there. They are doing, how they are handling crime, how they are handling people, and they were all friendly. They were all friendly. They were not like, imaginary police. Police means how you imagine. They were not like that. And I was wondering, how did this happen? And while giving a presentation, one of the gentlemen said it took 40 years for us to come to this level. German police in the Second World War, how the SS and Secret Service and Gestapo and all that. And they were so bad. German police was so bad. But over the years, they thought, okay, we need to change the face of the police. So they became friendly, Janasnehi. So I came back and I started off with our friends in the department. I said, why don't we become Janasnehi? So we have started this program, Janasnehi. That is why, when our compere said, she was treated very nicely in the police station. Yes, we want to treat you guys very nicely and give all the support, make you comfortable. When you enter into the police station, they should not see you as a criminal. You have gone there for a help. So that concept we are slowly changing, and we want to become Janasnehi also. And again, our patrolling has improved in Bangalore city on the lines of Metropolis in London. They take about 9 minutes for a response. We have gone there also, our friends have gone there also and see how they are performing. And here, our response time is about 10 minutes, right? 7 minutes. Better than London. See? How did we do that? Because we applied our mind, we gave government gave all the facilities, they gave them cars, they gave them all the technology, backup. And now they are, see, if you go and sit in one of those cars, you will understand how they are operating. Everybody know how to handle a tab, how to connect it to the control room. And we have one of the best control rooms you can see. And traffic control room, particularly, you must, some of you, I think Commissioner, you can arrange, if they want to come and see. One of the best traffic control room we have. As he was telling, we have 7,500 cameras. In an intersection, what you do, including your time in the watch, we can see sitting in the control room. That is the kind of technology the police is using. We are able to catch criminals, with this technology. We want to improve further so that everybody, is monitored. If we, as it was said, the island which you mentioned, it's a wonderful system. Something happens in a shopping complex where there is this system of island, what is it called?
Safety island.
Safety island. So you just go and press the button. Somebody in the control room is watching you. The person who pressed the button, they will talk to you. Hello, what is happening? What happened to you? The other day one foreigner lost a bag and he went and pressed a button, and immediately, another 5 minutes it was recovered, because they knew which person, in the cameras and all that, they monitored, and immediately he was caught. So all these things, and especially the women, we want to make Bangalore city safety in general, but particularly women safety. We're spending a lot of money. After that Nirbhaya incident in Delhi, we are very, very careful. We don't want anything to happen in Bangalore city. We want Bangalore city women safety city. We're spending a lot of money on that. Almost 600 crores. So we are now coming out in a big way to make Bangalore city, Karnataka, as a safety place. So police is doing all sorts of things: community engagement, interaction with people, interaction with industry, interaction with academia, and general people. Anybody can go to a police station and talk to them and say what you want to say to improve. So these are all the opportunities which we are trying to provide, and I want you guys to participate in this. Please tell us what to do next. Please tell us, so that we also can improve ourselves in providing service to you. I know Bangalore, I don't want to go to talk about industry, what is the strength we have, all those things already we know that, but still we want to improve upon that. Karnataka is being one of the center of excellence in producing the technical manpower for the country. The largest engineering schools, colleges are here. The largest medical colleges are here. We produce, of course, the whole country, we produce 15 lakh engineers every year. It's not a small number. We are the largest producers of technical manpower in the world. India is in that league. So Bangalore, Karnataka is excellent. I don't think anywhere else in the world you have this kind of a technical manpower. I don't think so. So let us protect and develop also in the process. So thank you, thanks all of you for coming and participating in this event. First time we organized, and we want to make it annual. We want to make it annual so that we improve ourselves, both of us. So thank you, thanks again. So I want you guys to now suggest things for the improvement. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so very much, sir. He's spoken about how this initiative is just a beginning for all the fruitful outcomes that are to come out of the interaction that is going to be conducted today. And he's already made a promise that it's going to be an annual event now on. And we now have a small video that we would like all of you to watch on the big screen, which will take you through a few glimpses of what the life of the Bengaluru City Police is like. Can we have the AV on the big screen, please? Thank you.
A city with a glorious history, today's Bengaluru is a vibrant urban centre. Known as the Silicon Valley of India, it is the nation's second fastest growing major metropolis. 40% of all young engineers in the city are women. And according to the India Skills Report 2019, Bengaluru is the most preferred city for India's women employees.
The Bengaluru Safe City Project, a ₹600 crore plus initiative, aims to reinforce this reputation. A joint undertaking of the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Karnataka state government, under the aegis of the Government of India's Nirbhaya Fund, to secure Bengaluru's girls, women and citizens against the threat of gender-based violence or harassment. As part of the project, the Bengaluru City Police aims to identify hotspots for crimes against women, implement proactive community awareness programs, and most critically, deploy the latest tech-enabled innovations in surveillance, backed by a state-of-the-art command center.
A citywide network of latest generation CCTV cameras keeps an eye on the safety of Bengaluru's residents.
In addition, a highly trained team of Bengaluru City Police uses drones with high-resolution cameras to fly the city skies like birds of prey, hunting evildoers down, no matter where they try to run and hide. The drone pilots maintain an airborne perspective of any unfolding event with instant vehicle verification using state-of-the-art artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning technologies.
By linking to a database of known offenders, the Bengaluru City Police can then track anti-socials without compromising the privacy of other residents.
Like a legion of superheroes, the men and women of the Bengaluru City Police patrol their beat equipped with body-worn cameras, allowing them to instantly capture on-ground action for the command center, saving precious response time. Let's watch as our khaki-clad heroes address a potentially dangerous situation.
A young Bengaluru woman in an auto rickshaw is feeling threatened. She dials 112 to reach the Bengaluru City Police. A well-trained operator from the number 112 cell at the command center answers her call. In just a few seconds, the operator identifies the young woman's location and the threat she is facing.
The nearest police van is notified and swings into action. It comes to the aid of the young woman in a matter of minutes. Using such integrated surveillance, the Central Command Center of the Bengaluru City Police has dramatically enhanced proactive policing in the city, taking a C4I system approach, which stands for Command, Control, Communications, Computers, and Intelligence. The Bengaluru City Police use data-driven surveillance and smart detection technology to anticipate threats and respond with real-time police intervention.
The command center has a mobile counterpart called an MCCCV or Mobile Command and Control Center vehicle. Equipped with onboard monitoring and management, this MCCCV enhances the Bengaluru City Police's mob control, contingency management and surveillance capabilities. This enhanced functionality provides an added dimension of surveillance and proactive action to protect our national assets in real time. With their capabilities multiplied by the Bengaluru Safe City project, Bengaluru's tech-empowered superheroes in khaki have ushered in a new era in the safety of women, senior citizens, differently abled persons, and all Bengaluru residents. Secure and confident, Bengaluru's women are now free to live their dreams and contribute to Bengaluru's rise to a truly international metropolis.
It is now time for the actual action to take place, which is the interaction that our invitees will have with our dignitaries on stage. And to conduct the interaction and take this morning further, may I have the pleasure of requesting Shri Bhaskar Verma, Regional Head, NASSCOM, to join us on stage, please.
Very good morning to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I would like to express sincere gratitude to Honorable Home Minister and the esteemed dignitaries of the Karnataka Police Department. We extend our heartfelt thanks for presenting us with the invaluable opportunity. It's not happen every day we have the privilege to engage in direct dialogue. I think we are privileged to have an interaction with the people and the officers, those who are running the show and making this city and the state a safe place for all of us. Sir, just to give you a little bit of background and statistics before we go into the interactions. If you will see the revenue of IT department or the IT industry rather I would say, it's 245 billion all across India. And contribution from Karnataka all alone is 34%, which is a commendable. And it not been possible without your support. Can we have a big round of applause for the Karnataka Police Department? So I will not take much of the time. It's a Q&A session, so I would request my colleagues to share their thoughts. And sir, we are completely committed, and on behalf of IT industry, I can tell you we are committed to help and collaborate with all of you. So any suggestions, any CSR responsibility, what we are doing from the IT industry, we are going to cover with a few of my colleagues. To start with, if I may request Kavita from JP Morgan. Yeah, Kavita, over to you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I have a pretty loud voice. I can do without the mic, I guess. Tammelargu namaskara. Thank you so much for inviting us this morning. Very, very excited and grateful to the senior leadership team of the Karnataka Police, the Honorable Home Minister. Ma'am, it's a pleasure to meet you. And of course, Bhaskar and we go back a long way, the NASCOM crew who make it all happen, and the wonderful colleagues who showed up over here. This is fabulous. I think this is the first of its kind. I definitely walk away feeling a lot more safer, not just for myself, but also for our employees, and the people of Bangalore. Tremendous amount of information in terms of everything that the police force is doing. Very, very heartening also to hear the 2 Ds, data, digital, all the work that you're doing there. As we strive to create awareness and transparency, we want to meet you halfway. We don't want to be sitting on the sidelines complaining endlessly, so we want this to be a partnership. The one area I think where you've addressed a lot on security this time, I think it would be great to understand your views, sir, on how can we bring in more transparency with infrastructure projects. Where I'm coming from is I work on the outer ring road, so it's an interesting experience getting there and coming back every day. So what can we do, and what how can we have more transparency to that, I think is my question. And again, I hope I get invited since this is an annual event next year. And sir, if there is a tour of the command center, please count me in. I'd be more than happy to participate. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Kavita. So sir, just to what Kavita is asking, and this is also one of the asks from the industry, we also understand infrastructure is not going to change overnight. We all have to work towards it. But if there is any transparency, any portal, that would be very, very helpful for us to plan. With that, if I may request Shweta, mic is there on your table. Shweta is from SAP, she heads the HR.
Hi, good morning to everyone. Thank you so much, Honorable Home Minister sir, for creating this platform for all of us to interact. It has really been an inspirational thing to watch the video. And I'll be honest, I was really not aware of all the developments that we have made in the last years. So a lot of compliments to the senior leadership from the police force to really make us aware of that. I'd like to start with probably one personal anecdote. A few months back I was traveling and I landed at the Bangalore airport at about 10:30 at night. And just as I was about to take on my get onto my cab, somebody came and offered me a small card which said in case there is an emergency, they should I should feel free to call in this and there would be help available. I really didn't have the time to understand whether there was somebody from the police force, but the idea struck me. You talked about so many women, youngsters who are joining the workforce every day, in the state of Karnataka. They travel by buses, they travel by train, they travel, sometimes take the flights. They land at odd hours. It's extremely important for us to give the assurance. At that very moment, I certainly felt a little more secure in the state, in the city. But those are the things that we need to make available, for the workforce, especially since we are talking about women's safety in so many ways. The other suggestion, infrastructure is certainly a challenge, sir, and it breaks my heart a little bit when we associate the Bangalore brand, with the traffic. We certainly need to solve that, slowly and steadily. But one of the things that I see, it's not only just the traffic. If you commute from the stretch of the Sarjapur Road till about, Manyata Tech Park, so the entire IT, is kind of centered there, you would find there's a lot of encroachment. The footpaths have really been encroached. There are people, really are not able to walk on the roads, and hence, there is a lot of congestion that happens. Some of those, simple things that we need to probably have simpler solutions, but sometimes they're so small that we do not focus on that. And that would be my second suggestion, sir, if we can look into some of those encroachments that have happened. The service roads, which are no longer service roads actually. They have been used by, buses and heavy vehicles as well. Those are the little things that makes life, for an ordinary commuter like, all of us here a bit simpler. So that would certainly be one of, the other suggestions that we have. The third suggestion, sir, we have just about started our work in SAP to build our, second large campus near Devanhalli. It is going to employ probably double the size of our workforce currently in Bangalore. And that's also the arterial road, which connects to the main city. Sometimes, cabs are being used there. Infrastructure again is quite, slow there. The street lights, the safety, the police force. Those are the things that we need to, because that's an area around Devanhalli that is really coming up fast. That's becoming the next, microcosm of a lot of organizations who are going to start there. So that's my third suggestion, sir, if we can look into that. So thank you so much for the opportunities.
Thanks, Shweta. And sir, with that, I will also share one of my experience, and this is day before yesterday at the police station. I went there to discuss about today's program at the DCP office. Mr. Baba was there, and somebody came and said, I have a complaint and I need your help. I was pleasantly surprised. DCP himself has given his mobile number, and he said, if my phone comes busy, that's my WhatsApp number and I will call you back. So that kind of interaction I have seen. With that, Thiru from IBM.
Thank you very much, Bhaskar, and all the dignitaries. Thank you very much for helping us stay safe in Bangalore and across Karnataka. Sir, I was personally impressed by seeing the video, and the first thing that occurred to me is I wasn't aware, as some of my colleagues have said, of all of the development over the many years. I want to first start by actually saying we do a lot of employee enablement sessions, and we have the largest workforce of IBM in the state of Karnataka, not just in Bangalore but also in Mysuru, where we have opened up a big office. I would like to welcome you all, any officer responsible for training, communication, enablement, to come to IBM even virtually, where you can share this video with more than 30,000-40,000 employees who stay in Karnataka, to enable them so that they can talk to many of their friends and make it a citizen awareness program, which will be useful in raising the confidence, awareness, and help make this a better place. I think brand Bengaluru will benefit out of that and elevate the friendliness of the police force as one suggestion that I could think of. The second one is an observation which I would like to seek your help on. In the last 2 years, with the growth in the industry, many of us have hired a lot of people. And what we've observed is an increasing trend where miscreants are creating fake offer letters from a cybercrime perspective. It has come to an extent where we are observing every day 1 or 2 cases, and over from January 2022 to now, in about 18 months, 19 months, we've had 500 such innocent young men and women walk into our offices in Bangalore. 500, where someone has set up a shop and has cheated them by taking money. Now it has come to a place where they don't issue just an offer letter, which is fraudulent, forged, but they give a fraudulent badge. They also give printed water bottles using the company's brand, and they even issue a laptop to the extent. And unfortunately, people take 4.5 lakhs, 5 lakh rupees from the people who most really need the job. And we have sometimes they come with their grandmothers, they're so proud that they've got a job in IBM, but actually it was unfair.
Wherever you go in the world, right, coming back to Bangalore is actually coming back to a safe home. And I'm very glad and proud to be here. The past week, I was in Canada, between Calgary, Vancouver, SF, New York, and LA. There are more number of people who are homeless and have drug abuse issues than all of India put together. Right? So thank you again for not just keeping us safe on the roads, but actually keeping drugs out of the streets. That I think is a very, very important thing, right? We know we don't need Marvel or DC heroes here when we have all of you, right? Another story that I wanted to narrate, and this is as early as Ganpati festival, right? The day before that, I got a message from the local police for my passport verification. And my first thing was, you know, tomorrow is a holiday. Why are they asking me to come? Must be a spam, right? I got a call from them, right, in an hour because I didn't respond, or a couple of hours, saying, Madam, nale police station bartira. So, nale happa alvari, why are you asking me to come? So, he said, illa, happa idre eno, nim seve madode, nam kartavya, ade re namge happa. So, I asked him, ಯಾವ picture dialogue ಇದು? So, and then I had a flight to catch in the afternoon, right? And I told my family I would go to the police station, get the verification done and catch a flight. I don't know what I'm doing. So there are multiple reactions, right? The first one is, are you kidding? You cannot go to the police station alone. Because there's a taboo, right? Oh, the girl can't go to a police station alone. The second thing was, you're definitely not catching the flight, right? And so a family member accompanied me to the police station. And we were all so pleasantly surprised that the gentleman who actually called me was there. He had a small Ganpati puja that he had done. And I was in and out of the police station in less than 5 minutes. And I had 2 hours to kill in the lounge after that, right? And thank you again for making this happen. Now, we spoke about multiple different things, right? Again, this video is fantastic. Wherever, if you go to New York, you will see people taking pictures with NYPD. You never see that here, right? If you go to Germany, you spoke about, your people going to Germany. In Germany, from 5th grade onwards, it's aspirational to pick up a job like this. Either be a firefighter or be a policeman, and then they train for the next 7 years to do this. Like how we have probably scouts and guides and NCC here, right? They train to be that. I don't know if you mentioned out of the 14 people, you have postgraduates, MBBS, you have engineers. Is it aspirational for the next generation to be policeman or woman? Does that mean part of our education, as kids, if you're going to a costume party or you're going for fancy dress, you all wear police uniform. But after that, once you get to middle school or high school, you don't think of this as a career option, right? How do you then introduce this at university level as making it aspirational? Because this is the best use of technology, best use of all your education that you can actually apply and implement, right? I would really, really encourage you to make this part of your campus, to encourage students to aspire to become policeman and woman. Right? The other ask that I have is, all of us here, if you look around, right, all technology companies have an R&D lab here. We have a sandbox that you can leverage, right? You don't have to take care of everything yourself, and of course, cybercrime is one of the big things, right? And we are on the receiving end of the stick. Use our R&D labs, use our innovation, use our people to test some of the things that you have. There's a myth that government will always have to play catch up with technology. But if you partner with us, you're probably ahead of technology. If you are looking at such large data sets, how are you going to use quantum to be able to figure out the solution smarter, better, faster, right? For us, we have labs, we have collaborations with universities globally. Does that mean you give us your challenge and we solve that for you? You don't have to solve everything yourself, right? Leverage us. We're not going to come to you only with asks. We're coming to you as your partners to make this better. And the last thing that I want to leave with is, the police force or working with the police force should not be just CSR. It is in our vested interest to make it our business strategy to attract more revenue for our own organizations as well as the state. Right? So beyond CSR, help us make this part of our strategy. This particular video that you had should be the opening video of Bangalore Tech Summit to make clients come here, right, and stay here not just because of cost or value, but because this is the most safe place for their company and their employees. Thank you.
Thanks, Deepak. And sir, that's how I also started. We are committed. If there is any ask from the industry in collaborating, we are there to support you. With that, Sarika, if you can introduce yourself.
Very beautiful.
Yeah. Maybe Sarika, you just hold on. Sir, I would like to respond.
I will just Madam, I think the whole purpose of this meeting is served with your statements. That is the whole purpose. CSR is not the purpose. Beyond CSR is the purpose. And we are not looking only for money or any contribution. We are looking for technology partnership. Since the way the technology is improving, it is being used, you are using it for the right purposes. There are people who are misusing it for the wrong purposes. And as a police, it's our job to ensure that that misuse is stopped. And you have got a technology with which you can help us in ensuring that. So we are looking for the partnership. We are looking at our problems, what we face, suppose data issues are there, how to go into investigation, which is much more deeper, faster. We would like to use your R&D facilities. We would like to have collaboration and you will be all very happy.
Like Shweta mentioned, many of them I didn't know as a woman. I just think as a suggestion for a woman's safety, and it's very, very critical if we have to make 50% what our Honorable Home Minister said. If we can really, really enhance our branding, the awareness, the positioning, in places like, say, the airport is the international hub for us, where you see huge placards and the posters of IT organizations, because the international people come in and as well as the country people. In front of all the academic institutions, and we have multiple of them, starting from the school, colleges and to the MBA business schools. Third, 35% of our revenue comes from the IT organizations. If we can use that IT corridor and the BPO corridor to enhance our branding, and really that positioning will help what my emphasis friend was talking about in terms of what the police department is doing. The second one, and I don't think anyone has touched upon it, and Sir talked about, and this is for you, Sir, you talked about 70 to 80 lakhs vehicles are going on the road every day. Okay, I know it's difficult, it will take time, but can we really, really ensure that our transportation becomes a real easy thing for people like us who stop using the vehicles, creating those cycle lanes. From a net zero climate change perspective, Bangalore was known as the Garden City and the City of Lakes. Can we do something from that angle in terms of lake beautification, the bringing back the trees, with all the development we are doing, and really, really reduce the pollution, which has been a big, big problem for our city, to live in for another 100 years. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sarika. Sir, you want to like to respond, or we can take it? Yeah.
Sarika. Okay. Your wonderful suggestion about beautification. Bangalore used to be called as Garden City. It's no more garden. It's I don't want to say it turned to be other name. No, garbage. But now we are changing that.
There are issues with respect to coordinated infrastructure development. Outer Ring Road stretch is chock-a-block at this point in time. Traffic movement is low, and thank you for saying that it will continue to be moving. It is very important. But there are unidirectional service roads which are not unidirectional at this point in time and have to be maintained as a unidirectional.
professional manner. There is rampant parking in the parking areas which has to be stopped and stopped almost immediately. Very strong actions have to be taken. And at this point in time, with the metro construction that's happening, it's reduced to 2 movable kind of significant roads at this point in time, with significant traffic jams at multiple points as the I know there's a lot of work which is happening, and there's a lot of consultation which is happening with various bodies. We have come up with this brand Bengaluru, the book, which has got very, very concrete steps on all regard. We presented it to Minister Sir this morning, and we would love it if we will call on the table to discuss further on the specifics that can be done in this regard. There are a lot of things which can be done. Cooperatively, we represent around 500 companies on this corridor. $34 billion in past kind of pointed out to some numbers. So these are the kind of outputs that come out of us. And if you help us and enable us, it could be almost double that. Is the only thing that I can say. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Manas. Do we have time for one more question?
Can I just add to what Manas said? One suggestion, sir, is this is extremely insightful to look at how the police department has leveraged all technology to make this city safer. As we kind of move towards public transportation, and Orca is working extensively with yourself as well as the MRCL for expedition of the metro line. Once it comes into play, we are right now in talks with several other initiatives and groups that are working to encourage employees to move from current private vehicles to public transportation. However, to enable that, I think we will need to look up to yourselves to help companies sort of work on the current mandate for companies to provide door-to-door escorted service. Given how much investment has gone in making the city safer, maybe we need to look into the future. What happens after 2026 when the metro lines and public infrastructure is extensive and safer because of all the technology deployment that you are investing in. So maybe we can sort of look to work with ourselves. We can work together to encourage our employees also to adopt public transportation. Currently, it may not be feasible in the way we expected, only because of the requirement for the companies to provide door-to-door escorted services. So it will not. It needs to align well. And these rules came into being when safety wasn't as it is today. Bangalore is one of the safest cities, as we've all said. And we need to look longer term in how we kind of partner with technology companies and change the requirements to ask employees to go on to public transport. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Lalita, if may I request you. And if you can be a little brief, we can take more questions.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Great work. I'm really proud to be sitting here.
If you can introduce yourself, Lalita.
Yeah, I'm Lalita. I'm the CEO for Jaga Land Rover Technology and Business Services. So I just have 2 points. I think it is more of a suggestion to NASCOM than to the government, because most of the time when the new organization comes, we as an industry really try and upsell Bangalore. They conduct a lot of roundtables. I think it will be great to have government participation also as a part of that, so that the new companies coming in know that there is support from the police and the government and things. That's one. And the second thing is that you said this is going to be an annual event. Thank you for that, but I don't think it is enough for us to just meet once in a year. So if we can probably do a mini these kind of events, most of us here in this room would be happy to even host it. Because the problems are not long, of course there are long-term problems, but there are a lot of short-term, medium-term problems as well. So if we can make it a quarterly event, smaller groups with representation from your end, that will really help us to have the partnership and solve the problems much faster than waiting for an annual event. Thank you.
If you can raise your hand. Yeah, please go ahead.
So, Namaskara. I don't know how many of people probably know Honorable Minister has a record of sprinting 100 meters in 10.6 seconds. But we are not so athletic in Bangalore traffic to walk and go. So, that has been a problem, and Sir, you were mentioning about infrastructure not in control of the police, but my request is that if some kind of empowering of police department can be done, such that any public work which is undertaken has to be certified by the police also for the bill to be paid to the contractor or whoever it is. Because right now public work is taken as the least important, and the quality of the work is not international standards for sure. So, it is very simple things like, a pothole gets created when the road gets cut, and that is not filled properly, that keeps widening, the road gets wide, the traffic moves slow and becomes a jam ultimately, which is the purpose that we are trying to remove. So if police can be empowered by the government, sir, it will be very, very helpful, and they can ease yourselves, the life for yourselves and us ultimately. And the second request or the suggestion I have is that when we, as a government and as a town planning commission, you grant new projects, new buildings, please look at how that particular project can contribute back to the infrastructure. Because there are such large buildings, tall buildings coming up on either side of the road with absolutely no regard for the future problem, the choking that happens because of these new buildings. So if these buildings can be, or the builders and the owners can be insisted that they contribute building, let's say a flyover or a loop into their buildings directly and not choke the public road just because they are commercially more successful. That would help a lot. It would go a long way in improving our living conditions in Bangalore. So those are my 2 cents. Thank you.
Sure. Maybe that table, yeah, please. Please go ahead.
Myself?
Yeah.
Thank you. This is Sudhanshu from CSC International. Happy to hear 2 words that we normally will incorporate feedback and Janasnehi, we call as employee friendly. So a fantastic initiative on that. I would like to share that we partner with police to do a lot of social responsibility work and work with Maratali police to track the police beat going to some of the government schools, which used to be drinking adda in the middle of the night, and students never used to go there. And we helped them putting the CCTV camera and monitoring inside the station. And that was the partnership I'm talking about. The corporate and the police can partner to bring safety and security to the underprivileged, who are just around the affluent corporates and citizens like us, and they are not being taken care. And fantastic result we achieved. Partnered with Police Public School for remote education during COVID. But my request and suggestion is, the meeting that we are having today, even your local SI of Marthali or over there, or the Whitefield Commissioner, call us and request us. You have a very long strategic needs, but same time local needs where technology partnership or being kind for your traffic police. Love to partner. If you do not know whom to reach, through NASCO can channelize, and be it small, but we can pool with 5 different companies, and happy to partner. And I don't have a problem. There are problems everybody talking about, but I want to be part of the solution to some of the problems that you are facing. Thank you.
So maybe there will be response from the government officials, but Sudhanshu, it's just a start. I already had a discussion from NASCOM standpoint, and as I mentioned, this is just a start of the collaboration. We are going to have a regular meeting, not as an event, but more like a round table to discuss what are the different issues in different areas, and the respective DCPs, they can help us out. So that's what we are already on the discussion mode. On the last table, please.
Is it like we have in many countries, the conscription? Is there any way we can start very early, schools? Because today we're talking about solving for today and maybe for tomorrow, but can we solve for the future? Where we say 1 week with the police is mandatory at schools. Teach them what is important. It could be learning, it could also, somewhere, my friend spoke about how do we prepare for tomorrow. NCC was there when I was studying, but I don't think NCC is there anymore in all the schools, right? The international school, different kind of schools. It's not there. I'm so proud of that even today, what I learned. But we don't have anything to set our youngsters for tomorrow. Is there any way we can make something mandatory that, 10 days with the police is mandatory at school, You can bring them to offices. We have large spaces to train. Our schools have grounds. This, I feel, will change the thought process of tomorrow. So we are not just solving for today, but we solve for tomorrow too. Thank you. Because I always feel training is important, knowledge is important, future is important. Thank you.
Thank you, Nalini.
Nalini madam, yes, wonderful suggestion you have given.
Thanks for the opportunity. Again, my name in front of Home Minister and all police officials. My name is Veerapan. That's why I was telling basketball to introduce myself.
Yeah, so now we can recognize because no most.
So I represent a company called Tesol. I'm also chairman of Electronic City Industrial Council Authority, LCTA. So I just want to, we are understated about this police thing, which I want to tell now is, we run an industrial township, it's the first industrial township in Karnataka, 902 acres. I would like to first congratulate the law and order and the traffic police for maintaining the city, electronic city very well. I just have an example now. Mr. Dayananda is here, sir, now the commissioner, Alok was the commissioner earlier. I think from 76 law and order incidents, it's almost becoming nil last year in law and order in electronic city alone. I think that's very close to the I think whenever we go to the police station, they used to say we are running sort of policemen. I think I'm not hearing now that in electronic city, the police station is full. There is no place for policemen to sit. That's the state of the affair there, which is very good. And traffic-wise, I tell you, the traffic police has done a wonderful job. We have 4 levels of security in electronic city. I think this is for the other Whitefield area and so on. We have 4 levels. One is the company security, like Infosys, Wipro, all the old security. Then we have LCTA security. So we are supporting with 102 guards the traffic and law and order with our own security, LCTA security. Then third is the policeman. This police is a law and order security. Then fourth is CISF. So we are the first industrial township in the country to get a CISF support. So we have 4 levels of security. So with all these things, both of the traffic police and the law and order has done a wonderful job in electronic city, keeping us very safe. No incident in anything for the last 2 years, and it has come down. The traffic incidents have come down to hundreds, now almost nil. The accidents earlier, that used to be like 17 a year. Now the last year is only 1. It is not because of anything, because of drunken driving by a person. Now we have installed 400 cameras. We are working with the Safe City program with the Commissioner of Police. So this is a modern township. I think this is what understated. They said we should project to everywhere that Bangalore has done this smart city, electronic city very well in law and order and traffic. This can be replicated in other cities. So I would like to thank all of you for this wonderful thing you have given back to the electronic city industry. That is one. The second, only one suggestion is there's a lot of problems the moment you go out of electronic city. We are maintaining the 902 very well. The moment you go out of electronic city, like Nila Sandra, a lot of the electronic city employees live there. So they are telling, why don't you extend this traffic cameras which we have put up to electronic city to other side? So we can definitely talk to the Commissioner of Police. LCTA can definitely install the cameras beyond the electronic city if you allow us. So we'll work with you, sir. That's the need by the electronic city employees. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you. Next table, please.
Ashok Chettiar from VPA. Similarly, we have Whitefield Association. We have the members. We have a global leaders placed in VPA. Sir, thank you for this organization, Techfusion. I thank Dayananda sir coming personally on 20th and visiting all our delegates and made an event on 20th in JW Marriott. Similarly, the event should happen and it should go to the ground level. I thank Dayananda sir for that, for initiative taken, and that should be taken at the ground level. As our Honorable Minister said, you want traffic and eco-friendly police station. You have ground level, at the station level, we should have meetings should happen as suggested by Dayananda last time. So that will be my suggestion from VPA, wherein there are a lot of problems. I did not discuss here, adding all the problems with the street light, hawkers, or many other issues which cannot be sorted at this forum. It should be at the ground level, at the inspector level. We request as whatever the minutes we decided at that time, if it is implemented, we'll be grateful. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Before I give it back to MC and I go up from the stage, can we have a big round of applause for the Bangalore City Police? Thank you very much, and thank you, sir, for this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for taking us through this session, Shri Bhaskar Verma, and of course to each one of you who has given us your suggestions, your feedbacks, to the others who have listened, and I'm sure each one is making note of a few things that they would like to take back and probably discuss in the months and meetings related to this in the future. And we now would like to just remind all of you that this is of course an engagement program that we have between the government, the police force and the representatives of the various industries that are involved here. There is a fish bowl which is being placed towards your left hand side, that is right towards the main door, which has a fire exit signboard. If you haven't dropped your visiting cards already, please do drop your visiting cards or your contact cards later on before you exit the venue without fail, because we would like to make a note of each one of you who has represented your companies here this wonderful morning. The Honorable Minister also mentioned about how the police aims to be people friendly and citizen friendly, and we have named it Locus Spandana. It's already been implemented in 169 police stations across Bengaluru, and very soon will spread its wings wide and be installed and enabled in every police station of Karnataka. It is an initiative and a vision by the government of Karnataka, wherein of course the feedback of every individual who visits the police station will be appreciated. Their suggestions, their complaints if any, can all be given in the feedback form, which is to be done through the QR code like I personally have done the last time I visited, and my responses were all positive luckily. Having said that, we would now like to take you through a small video that tells us a little more about what Locus Spandana is all about.
ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಮುಂದಿನ ರೋಗಿಗೆ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋರಮಂಗಲ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಬಂದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಈ QR ಕೋಡ್ ನೋಡಿದೆ. ಇದೇನು ಹೊಸದಾಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಕೆಲಸ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಪೊಲೀಸರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರ ಹೆಸರು ಲೋಕಸ್ ಸ್ಪಂದನ. ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ, ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಈ ಠಾಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅನುಭವ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಹಿರಿಯ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿರುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಸೌಜನ್ಯದಿಂದ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ, ನೀವು ಬಂದಾಗ ಪೊಲೀಸರು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಸೌಜನ್ಯದಿಂದ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸಬೇಕು, ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಕೂಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ನೀವು ನೀರು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೀರು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ಬಂದಾಗ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಬಂದಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾವ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಯನ್ನ ನೀವು ಸಂಪರ್ಕಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ನೀವು ತಿಳಿಸಿಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರ, ಒಂದ್ ವೇಳೆ ತಡವಾದ್ರೆ ಇವತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿರಪ್ಪ ನಾಳೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ನೀವು ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಕೊಟ್ಟು when you ask for anything in return of the service requested, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಭೇಟಿಯ ಇತ್ಯರ್ಥಕ್ಕೆ ಠಾಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನನ್ನಾದರೂ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷಿಸಿದರ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಬೋಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್. ಇದರಿಂದ ಇಡೀ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಬಹಳ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಡಿಡ್ ಯು ಫಿಯರ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್? ನೀವು ಠಾಣೆಗೆ ಬರಲು ಭಯ ಪಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಪೊಲೀಸರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಪಂದಿಸಿದ್ರು? Is it a 5-star police station ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಈ ಲೋಕಸ್ ಸ್ಪಂದನ ಅನ್ನೋ QR ಕೋಡ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ 369 ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ನಡೀತು ಅಂತ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಈ QR ಕೋಡ್ ಮೂಲಕ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿ. ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್. ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಅವರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸೇವೆಗೆ ಇರೋದು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಕಂಡ್ರೆ, ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಕಂಡ್ರೆ ಹೆದರಬೇಡಿ, ಸ್ಪಂದಿಸಿ.
And now we would like to felicitate a few of our industry bodies and their representatives who have made it here this wonderful morning, and may I request our Honorable Home Minister.
Thank you very much for all those wonderful suggestions, observations, and I, on behalf of the Home Department and all the officers, would like to congratulate you, thank you. For the first time to participate in this first ever meeting with the police officers and of course the Home Minister. So thank you very much. Most of your suggestions, well, I have noted down all of them, and we'll see to it that we will implement them, take initiative to also involve you in solving some of these suggestions. What I would like to also mention, like Bangalore is going to be even growing faster. We are going to have a global investors meet, I think another 8 months. This is going to be again a big event in showcasing Bangalore, showcasing Karnataka in a big way. In fact, we are at the government level, we are discussing about these things to attract investors to Bangalore and to Karnataka. In fact, we are focusing more on two-tier cities like Tumkur, like Mysore, Hubli, Dharwad, Belgaum. We are trying to improve or spread over the entire state the investments which are coming from various parts of the world. We are also trying to identify areas, like areas of specialized fields. Maybe pharmaceuticals would go to Belgaum, or maybe to Mangalore, or some other industry would go to Hubli, some other industry. We are now going to establish some clusters where we focus on areas of specialization. In fact, Belgaum also, some are suggesting for aerospace technology manufacturing. So all this we are trying to, these initiatives we are trying to take up in the government in the next 1 year. And we have a proactive government. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah is all for development. People may comment or criticize, the guarantees which we have given to people. This may look like wasting the money. 32,000, or in fact 42,000 crores a year. This year we are spending 32,000 crores. And many would comment that this is a waste. The money which we are giving it to women folk, 2,000 rupees per month in the rural areas, it helps so much for them to become empowered. A lady in the house will not get a rupee from her husband, will get 2,000 rupees per month, would certainly change their life totally. 24,000 rupees per annum, it's going to change totally. It's not going to be a waste, according to me and according to many experts who have analyzed this. Similarly, the rice scheme, again, poverty, hunger, was always been a challenge for India. In 1980, I participated, in fact, I presented a paper in Sydney, Australia, on an international botanical congress. Till then, India was looked at a very poverty-stricken country. 60s, when I was in schools, we were getting only, that midday meal, what we are talking about now. We would get, Uppitu, that Semolina Uppitu we used to get in the school, which was sent by United States of America. And in 60s, we were shortage of food. It was so difficult to get 2 square meals. And by 1980, thanks to our scientists, thanks to our farmers, India was declared as a self-sufficient in food grains in that Congress. How happy I was, India was declared as a self-sufficient in food grains. So that kind of a challenge which India accepted and proved to be, one of the most fast-growing in terms of agriculture. Similarly, technology. I just studied in Agricultural University in Bangalore, UAS Bangalore, 30 years back. And in 30 years, where are we? Where is Bangalore in 30 years? Can you imagine? So that is the kind of challenge and growth we have achieved in the world. Many I've heard people talk about, this is not there, that is not there, Bangalore is bad in traffic, Bangalore roads are not nice. Arey Baba, with all that we have achieved. With all that, we are the largest technical manpower in the world. Let us talk about good things. Forget about the bad thing. Forget about the traffic for the time being. What have you guys, achieved? Is it a small contribution? 34% of the national income is coming from you guys. It's not a small contribution. So, my appeal to you is cooperate with us. Help us to build. Help the government to build. Build infrastructure, build reputation. Make Bangalore, make India the best country in the world. As Deepa, yes, Mrs. Deepa, right? Am I correct? You mentioned about, so many places I went and came back to Bangalore and I felt so happy about homecoming. It's like that. Let us make it a better Bangalore, better Karnataka, better India. And, we can. Now world is looking at us. World is looking at us. Our economy is growing. In fact, with all this, economy is growing. India is going to be, I think, number 3 or 4 in the world in terms of economy. So it's not a joke. A beggar country becoming 4th largest economy in the world. Can you imagine? In how many years? In just 25 years, 30 years? And it's not a joke. So my appeal to all of you is, thanks first of all, thanks for coming and attending this. And contribute, not necessarily. We have not called you to just give us some CSR funds. No, sorry. You help us. Help us build Bangalore safer, Karnataka safer. Partner with us. In fact, now we are going to start, we are proposing a Bangalore Cybersphere Center for Excellence. Why? We want to share knowledge. We want to share innovation. We want to share skill development, enhance security, foster partnership, and contribute to the prosperity of Bangalore. So this Bangalore Cybersphere Center is going to be an excellent initiative which we are now taking. I want you guys to be partners. Would you do that? Yeah? A little louder, no? It will help. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. So our commissioner has taken this initiative, and our DG, you see DGs and senior officers, by the time they retire, just about 1 year to go retirement, they take it easy. Life they take it easy. But not these guys. Not these guys. They are wonderful to work with. As a Home Minister, I'm telling you, in front of you, it's a wonderful team we have at the moment. Everybody is proactive. That is why you saw all that videos. That is why it has come to that stage. Because of their initiatives and steps in making Karnataka and Bangalore police as one of the best. So friends, I don't want to take too much of time. I have noted down all your suggestions. We'll try to do our best. Please partner with us so that Bangalore police or Bangalore generally becomes a very attractive Bangalore. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. And we come towards the end of the formal program on stage to not just express gratitude, but to let you all know what's in store for the coming year from the government of Karnataka and especially the police force. May I please request Shri Raman Gupta, Additional Commissioner of Police, Bengaluru East, to join us on stage and not just present the vote of thanks address, but also propose a few things ahead.
All the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, ladies and gentlemen. Today, as already Honorable Home Minister has pointed out about Bangalore Cybersphere Center for Excellence. From Bangalore City Police, we are proposing for this meet a specialized, highly specialized Bangalore Cybersphere Center for Excellence, which will not only it will be a platform not only for knowledge sharing, skill development, interaction platform between police and maybe tech industry, startups, and we are looking at some cybersphere innovation lab, which is having maybe cyber crime containment, cyber security, social media, skill development, community engagement, gig worker security. A host of activities will be undertaken by this center in, of course, with the cooperation, help and technical support from each one of you. And in the time to come, as Honorable Home Minister Sir has already pointed out, in the time to come, we look forward for more interaction, maybe through various industry body like NASCOM, and whosoever is willing to have a partnership with Bangalore City Police at this aspect. They are all most welcome, and we are having in the time to come more interactions, probably quarterly, monthly, about this, and we want to take it forward, and we want to have various multifarious objective with this Cybersphere Center for Excellence. So one more, we are having a small brief about this Bangalore Cybersphere Center in your bags. So kindly you can have a word later also about this Bangalore Cybersphere Center which is being proposed by us. And one of the other unique initiative by Bangalore City Police, which probably none of you may be aware of, is one NGO called Parihar. This NGO, Bangalore City Police, is running from past 30 years. And this NGO is a NGO, Commissioner of Police himself is a president for this NGO. And they are working in the field of helping the distressed women and child. And wherever we came across some kind of women who have met with different kind of crimes, who are victims of different kind of crimes, who require some sort of rehabilitation, skill development. So this is one of the initiatives. We not only provide the skill development for women in distress, we also have the training centers in our various police establishment, counseling centers for the women who are victims of matrimonial disputes and so many other problems. So this Parihar Center is also being run by Bangalore City Police in association with one NGO Parihar. So there is also one write-up we have kept in your bags. Kindly after post this you can have a look, and we are trying to, and the bag which you can see, a small bag, this is all made by our victims of Parihar NGOs, and we have already we appeal also that how to take this initiative forward, how to make Parihar more strong, more maybe their presence in all the parts of the city. And also Parihar is into the kind of counseling, women counseling centers. We already running 2 counseling centers in different part of city, and now we are looking to extend this. Probably new women police stations are also coming up in the city now. 6 more new women police stations have been sanctioned by the government, and in all those women police stations also this kind of counseling centers will be coming for their training, for their skill development, for their manpower, we are looking at some sort of collaboration with all of you. So there is also some sort of information booklet is there inside those bags, which has been made by Parihar people over there. So thank you for kind attention. And now on behalf of Bangalore City Police, this is my proud privilege to thank Honorable Home Minister of Karnataka, Dr. G. Parameshwara, for his esteemed presence here today. Sir has been here since morning and gave patient hearing despite his very busy schedule to this event. Sir himself is an eminent scholar and educationist. The rapid development, the rapid advances which you are seeing in the police, particularly Bangalore City Police today, is one of the result of his vision of tech-enabled policing in state of Karnataka, tech-enabled as well as citizen-centric policing. So on behalf of Bangalore City Police, sir, I thank sir for his esteemed presence here, and I also request Dr. Alok Mohan sir to present the sir with a small memento, sir. I express my gratitude to Dr. Alok Mohan, Director General and Inspector General of Police, Karnataka State, who is a constant source of encouragement and motivation for all of us. And today, if you enter in any police station of Karnataka, all 1100 police stations of Karnataka State, you will find that your complaints, whatever complaint it may be, shall be registered in 10 to 15 minutes, FIR shall be registered. And this is because of one of the unique initiatives taken by Dr. Alok Mohan sir. I also thank him. Sir is here. Sir has already addressed all of us. Thank you, sir. I request CP sir to present sir with a small memento. Today we also have Kamal Pansar, DG Fire Force, and Pratap Reddy sir, DG Internal Security Divisions. And ladies and gentlemen, whatever videos you have seen some time back, so both of the sirs have been in the leadership positions in Bangalore City Police, and those videos have been a result of their constant leadership skills and hard work which they have put in past 3 to 4 years for Bangalore City. I thank both of them on behalf of Bangalore City Police, and I request Commissioner of Police to honor them with a small memento. I also thank Dr. Ekrup Kaur, Principal Secretary IT and BT, Government of Karnataka. She had to leave, she had some other engagement. In her absence, I thank her for her presence also in this Tech Summit today. I also thank main architect of today's program, Shri B. Dayananda, Commissioner of Police, Bangalore City. Sir has been a constant source of guidance, motivation, and this program would not have been possible without his guidance. I request Joint CP Traffic to Thank you very much, sir. Today, we are grateful to all industry captains and who's and who, which comprise of all important who's and who of Bengaluru, who are here today. And even though program has overshooted, but you are full with enthusiasm and the kind of happiness and enthusiasm we are seeing at your faces is definitely encouraging for us today to take this program further forward. So we are thankful to each and every one of you. And particularly, I would like to mention NASCOM, and in NASCOM, especially Mr. Bhaskar, we are in constant touch with him for some time, and you are here. So thank you very much, Mr. Bhaskar, for organizing and helping us to organize this event in a befitting manner. And there are other associations also who are being represented here today, like Orca, VPIA, LCITA, so who are all of their office bearers have present here. So I thank all of them on the behalf of Bangalore City Police for your time, patience and support for this event. Thank you very much, all of you. We are grateful to all of you, and We are also thanking all media persons from print and visual media. Thank you one and all. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
Have to drop your contact cards for further notice, contacts and communication, please. Thank you so much if you haven't done it already.